All right, here we are at a supercharger. I have, as you can see, 29 kilometers of range. Tried to burn some extra K. We're going to see the actual speed of supercharger charging while it's 7 degrees outside. And we're going to see what kind of speed we get. Now, the supercharger we are at today is the Berry Supercharger in Ontario. And with the new feature, as you can see, where there's no one here, I haven't plugged in yet, and we have 120 kilowatts of max power electricity. So we're going to see what kind of range that gets us and how fast we can charge up from 29 kilometers. So let's do that as we go outside here. So we're going to come up here. Let's grab this. And there we go. We have started charging. We're the only ones here. It's a pretty convenient location. Lots of malls, and there's a whole big mall. There's a Cabela's down there, and lots of places to eat and shop. So, all right, let's see what kind of range it's gonna get us here. All right, so we're just seeing it build up now. So we've already gained a kilometer, which at home on my 110 volt charger would take around 10 to 15 minutes. So it looks like we're charging at 116 kilowatts of power, pretty consistent so far. I think it's so fast because no one else is here. When you're the only one at a supercharger, when there's only, I think it's every other stall, you charge much faster. I think if this was full, I wouldn't be charging at 116 kilowatt hours. Yeah, so I go to a supercharger in downtown, well, close to downtown Toronto, off of Lawrence. It's a Tesla dealer, and they have 8 superchargers on the outside. And I know that's also rated at 120 kilowatt power. But when that's full, when all 8 stalls are full, when I plug in there, I usually cap out. If I come in on a low battery like I am now, usually around 70 to 80 kilowatt hours of power I get because I'm sharing, because it's full. So this one's quite higher. We're up to 568 kilometers an hour of charge, 570 now. So it looks like it's getting more and more. So yeah, this is the kind of power and range you get when you're the only one at a supercharger, or if there's not too many people. So we're gonna charge this up probably around 90%. We'll set it. Yeah, we'll keep it at 90. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. I've been here 5 minutes. I don't even think I've been plugged in for 5 minutes. I already have 24 kilometers I've gained. That at my house, charging on a 110 at 6 kilometers an hour would take 4 hours. So quite drastic. 5 minutes versus 4 hours. So yeah, it would be nice to have a supercharger at home. But when I do move to my my house that I'm gonna buy, I currently live with my parents still. When I do get out, I will be buying a Tesla home charger and putting a direct wire right to the fuse box, because I want like maximum power. And I've seen guys that usually getting, if they're running off of a 100 amp circuit, they get a lot of range really quickly. I'm talking like 70, 80 kilometers an hour, and that's good enough for me. I mean, if I can charge my car full in 4 hours or close to, I think that's pretty suitable. I mean, I plug my car in all night from when I get home from around 4 p.m. until I leave work the next morning at, when do I leave? Around 6 o'clock. So, I mean, it's plugged in for a good 14 hours. And I usually get anywhere from 70 to 80 kilometers, usually 75, somewhere in the middle. If I, depending on what time I plug in, that's approximate. So this is a big drastic difference, and it's quite a treat to supercharge. It's very nice actually, and they're putting one in down the street from my house where I'm living now. So I'm going to be supercharging all the time and just driving for free, no fuel. My fuel costs from my Audi S5 2008. That was a 4.2 liter V8. Took premium, and it cost around $80 to fill up the tank. And off of that, I would usually get anywhere from 4 to 450 kilometers. I never drove it in the winter like these months now that I'm driving the Tesla Zeus here. So I'm not sure what kind of kilometers and range I would get off of a tank of gas with that. So that would have been interesting. But those are summertime numbers, 4 to 450. And I did not drive that aggressively. So, I mean, I was spending over $400 a month Canadian just on fuel, just to drive. And trust me, wasn't even driving that much. So, my expense for driving has gone down drastically. I mean, I'm saving $400 plus in fuel every month going forward until I get rid of this car. I'll never buy gas again. It's just that would just be silly. But yeah, and even the insurance is cheaper on this. I mean, I have a clean record, mind you, here in Canada, and I live in a higher rate area. So I was paying $201 a month insurance on my Audi S5 2008. This is a 2013 P85, and I'm paying $180. So I'm actually saving $20 a month just on insurance. So $20 a month from insurance I'm saving, plus $400 plus dollars every month. So I mean, it's pretty safe to say at a minimum I'm saving $420 every month just driving this car. If I supercharge, even if I charge at home, I'm probably looking at $50 a month, and that's being pretty generous. So love it so far. I mean, this car is, honestly, there's no car that compares to it. The tech is amazing. Super cheap to run. It's the safest car you can be in on the road. Yeah, super quick. Just handles amazing. Air suspension's cool. I mean, sport steering. And yeah, just a bonus that I can literally drive anywhere in the United States or Canada. Well, Canada's got to catch up on superchargers, but I can do pretty much any road trip I want on the Supercharger network and get there for free. So what other car can do that? Nothing. So yeah, Tesla recommended all the way. So anyways, here we have, we've been plugged in around 10 minutes so far, and we've already gained 69 kilometers. I mean, that is amazing. I gotta clean my screen here. So yeah, supercharging is awesome, and it's free. Well, for me. Not free for the new Model S or Model 3 or X owners. Oh, unless with a referral with the X and S. So anyways, yeah, those are the type of numbers you can get with a supercharger.